Hello, everyone. Today we are in Hirschfelden. We are doing a subscriber marathon. So we recently hit 200 subscribers, and today we plan to stream for an hour. And for every new sub that we get, we will increase that time by 1 minute. So let's see if we can add to our subscriber count today and also have a little fun doing some hunting. So currently it is 8:10 in the game. So the red deer are drinking at this time. So I'm going to head towards this lake over here, and we'll see what kind of red deer are there, as well as any other animals along the way. So let's get going. I haven't really hunted Hirschfelden much lately, but it could be kind of fun to see what's here.
I saw some tracks in that area earlier this morning. Hold on, I'll send the coordinates.
It's got some wild boar tracks there. Got a warning call from a roe deer. And she's running away. Hirschfelden can be a challenging map because it can be kind of thick in places, but it does have some pretty unique species like the European bison. Also has some wild boar. Let's just see what we can find today. I guess I should check to see what guns I have. I probably should change that because I don't have anything that can take some of the bigger animals down. I should probably go back to the outpost and change my loadout real quick. Didn't even think of checking that before I headed out. Okay, that's better. So now I've got the Valgarda 375 for the 7 to 9 animals, the Hansen 30-06 for classes 4 to 8, the Quist Reaper for classes 2 to 6, and then a shotgun for those class 1 species. Okay, now that I've done that, let's head back towards this marker. Got a roe deer that's yelling at us. There she goes. When we get up to these fields, we'll take a scan around and see if there's any more roe deer around, or maybe possibly a pheasant or two. Take a look at this little meadow clearing, see if there's any animals hanging out here. Okay, we're about 300 meters away from this lake. There should be some red deer drinking there. Keep running until we get to about 190 meters away or so, and then I'll slow down. All right, let's just walk the rest of the way in. I guess my marker's a little off from the lake, but that's all right. There's some fallow over there. I think the buck already took off. It is very thick. I can't tell where the lake is right at this second, but I know I'm approaching it. All right, let's see if there's any red deer here. Unless they're at the other end of this lake, I'm not seeing any. Just a level 6 over there, but it looks like he's all by himself. Let's go ahead and see if we can take this guy down. Okay, he's down. Let's go pick him up. So my plan is today just to start down here, check the lakes, and then when the red deer drink time is over, switch to checking for either bison or fallow because they drink following red deer. So I'm just going to keep bouncing around between these different lakes. So let's take a run over here. It's a little bit of a jog, but let's see if there's anything in between here and the next lake. Spooked some wild boar out over there. It's a nice little fallow. Didn't hit him very good, but I still shot him. So I'll just have to go track him down, see if he does in fact die. I think he will. It's just going to take a minute or two. Okay, he did die. So I've got Zeus with me. He's my pointer, but he also has the secondary skill of a tracker. So I'm gonna have him help me track down this deer. All right, Zeus, let's go. Got some more fallow over there doing their mating call. Okay, there's our deer. I'm kind of curious of where I shot him. I think it was a little high. Yeah, I just barely grazed him. Right there, almost got his neck. All right, let's continue on towards this lake. See what other red deer we have over there. Just doing a little bit of hunting here in Hirschfelden today. I don't really hunt this map very often, so I thought it would be a kind of a fun change to do. See what trophies are on my map that I haven't discovered yet. Because I'm I'm pretty sure there are some that have been here for a while that I've just never found. Got some wild boar that we were scared. Don't see anything too big or anything special there. Let's just keep marching towards the lake. All right, let's go ahead and slow down our pace going into this lake. Should be able to see the lake, soon. And then we can spot around, see if there's anything here. Pretty sure that was a red deer that was just grunting at us, but I didn't see any call lines. Okay, there's a little girl over there. This is a very challenging map. It's pretty thick. There's a 5 that's fleeing. Before I shoot him, I want to make sure there's nothing else here. Because I think there might be a zone over there as well. It's just a wild boar. There's another level 5. All right, hold still, buddy. I think I shot him. Yeah, it did. He's not going down very fast though. But his health is dropping. So as long as he doesn't go out of the map, I should be able to track him down. If he in fact does die. Let's go see if we can find him. Hello. What are you guys doing? Okay. Sorry for this. Hi. Are you gonna run away? Ow. Alright, I'll let you be. Okay, it looks like that other level 6 did die. So hopefully he didn't run out of the map or we won't find him. Because it's pretty close to the edge there. Coming up on the last place that I spotted him, we'll see if we can pick up his trail. Oh, really? This wild boar don't seem too pleased that I'm here. There they go. Okay, here's our blood trail. Non-vital organ hit. So we must have hit him in either the intestines or the stomach. But I think we should be able to pick him up before he went off the map. He should be just up here. All right, here he is. Yeah, I hit him in the butt, in the intestines. Okay, so red deer drink time's just about over. So let's head up towards this lake still. By the time we get there, the fallow and the European bison drink time will start, so we can hunt either of those two. So let's take a look and see how the PlayStation Community Challenge is going. So right now we're at 89%. So we're going to keep trying to shoot those class 4, 5, and 6 animals to help out with the community challenge. There's a red deer fleeing, but I don't know if I'll be able to get a shot before he goes over that hill. Okay, we got some open fields here. So let's take a look and see if there's anything here while we're passing through. There was some wild boar that were over here. I didn't see them. I just saw their call lines. Oh, there they go. What time is it? 10:04 in the game. Hi, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining in. We're just doing some hunting in Hirschfelden today. Just kind of seeing what we can see. Right now we're heading up to a lake. Red deer drink time has just ended, and European bison and fallow drink time is just starting. So we're gonna see if there's anything there by the time we get up to this lake. We might have to move on to a different lake because it is early in the drink time, so they might not be there yet. While I'm here, I'm going to build this structure real quick. Maybe hop in it, take a look around. There's a little roe deer up there. But I can't tell if it's behind a hill or not. I probably won't be able to spot it anymore because it went behind those trees. It's kind of a nice little structure. Might have to use it at some point. About 180 meters away from this lake. So let's go ahead and just walk in. See if there's any animals drinking yet here. It's possible that there could still be some red deer lingering around. That was a wild boar that just ran in front of us. Looks like their rest time just ended, so they're probably going to their next area. There might not be anything here because I did create a lot of hunting pressure last time I was here. Hey hunters, thanks for joining in. I'm doing pretty good. Just doing some hunting here in Hirschfelden. Seeing what we can see. It's currently 10:24 in the game. I don't see anything here at this lake yet. Let's go over to this big lake and see what's over here. Look, there's one of those sheds that you can get. If you're a new player and you pick those up, you can get XP, but it doesn't really do much for me since I'm level 60. So I just went and checked out your channel real quick and gave you a subscription. Oh, it's stuck. Okay, here we go. So I don't have the PlayStation Plus, so I can't do multiplayer at the moment. So I wouldn't be able to go to your map and help. It's something that we've kind of thought about, but we haven't really decided if it's something we're going to get the PlayStation Plus or not. So I don't have the ability to do multiplayer. Alright, apparently I'm stuck at this lake. Alright, that's better. I should be able to hop my way out now. Nice. What map are you grinding whitetail on? I've started setting up for whitetail grind on Revontuli, but I've also been thinking about maybe trying it out on New England. I know that's a challenging map, but I think it might be kind of fun to try. See if we can get this little fox. Got her. She looked like she was just a dark red fur color. But this Quist Reaper, it takes them down pretty quick. Yeah, just a little level 4, dark red. Oh, I was too high. That's all right. Looks like I'm following a herd of European bison. They're probably heading to this lake for their drink time. They drink 10 to 14 I believe. And it's almost 11, so they are heading towards their drink zone. Oh, hello. Didn't even see you there. Ow. Just got ran into by a wild boar. We're approaching the edge of the lake, but I don't even see it yet. The brush is pretty thick here in Hirschfelden, so it does make it for a little bit of a challenging hunt. But I think there should be some bison here because I just heard some of their calls and I see their tracks around. And this lake slash river here, it's so big that I won't be able to see all the way across, so I'll just be able to kind of scan down the shoreline. All right, we got our level 3 over there. Not seeing anything else at the moment. Let's go ahead and get the 375. Oh, he was further than I did 0 right. Well, I got him on the second time, the second shot. I think this guy was just in a solo zone by himself, because I haven't seen any other bison over here. All right, let's see. Zeus, help me find this bison. Oh, there's one. There's the one, and the other should be over here as well. I was pretty lucky. I got the second shot, hit him in the neck, so that's what brought him down so fast. Got that guy, that girl with 2 lung shots. Okay, I'm going to hand off the controller to my wife, and she's going to do some hunting with you.
Hey there. We are leaving Hirschfelden. It is, oh, oops. Did not mean to do that. It is not my favorite place to hunt. My favorite place is good old Silver Ridge Peaks. So here we go. Silver Ridge is definitely one of the easier maps to hunt. Hirschfelden is very difficult. It is not my favorite place. Neither is Layton Lakes. They're just so brushy. I'm not a fan of the base game maps. Okay, so I've been working on a bear grind. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at what I've been stacking. I think I might be ready to let go of the legendary I've been stacking. It's painful for me to let it go, but I really want my great ones. So we need to switch the time. We're going to go to about 5:30, 5:21 is fine. So I should have a legendary down here in this zone. Oh, I better check my loadout. Okay, come over here. Let's go to storage. Yeah, we definitely don't want the Hirschfelden loadout. I want loadout 3. There we go. Let's go Zeus, my trusty little pointer / bloodhound guy. All right. Let's see if this legendary is here for us. I don't hear any mountain lions, so that's a good sign. Here's my little herd of elk. Ooh, there's a 4 over there. That's a nice guy. 2. My bears appear to be late into their zone because he is not here today, or at least not right now. So I think that we will take a closer look at that level 4 Rocky Mountain elk. Of course, he's hiding behind his buddy, because why would he give us a nice shot? That would just be way too kind of him. Move it, please. Dude, move. I'm going to get out the 22. Just kind of shoot near them, see if we can get it to move. There, they're moving. Come on. You two are ridiculous. Crazy little elk. You know what? We're just going to leave you for a minute. The hunting pressure here is too high. Let's go look over here. We might have to go down and get some plains bison and release some of that hunting pressure. Okay, checking for some black bear. Still grinding over here. We've got a little bear over there. Hey bear, nice little 5. Check this zone. We've got a little 2 and a 3. We don't want a 3 over here. Come on. Oh, we don't want that rifle. We want the 375. Let's look at this zone. Oh, there was a mountain lion in the area. That's why we were all spooked. I see, I see. Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's run over to this tent. Grab our bear. Yeah, nice little silver bear. And that mountain lion was over here. So we're going to have to take just a little jog over there to grab that lion. Okay, getting closer, about 100 meters from where it was shot. There we go. Non-vital organ. Good thing we've got our bloodhound with us. Well, our pointer slash bloodhound. 50 to 75. There it is. Didn't get too far at all. Alright, let's check over here. So this zone was really strange yesterday. I checked it twice and there were no elk or bear in this area, and there usually are both of those. So I don't know what was going on. I didn't hear any mountain lion, so I just wasn't quite sure what was happening here. So let's go give it a check and see what we've. Yeah, once again, they just are not here. So let's take a close look at this zone. I still have the Rocky Mountain elk and the black bear zone. Why is why is the volume so low in the headphones? I can't hear hardly anything.
Turn it up on your phone.
Ooh. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties here. There is a bear in this area that still seems to be there, but I should have elk and bear over here. Alright, that's strange. Fast traveling to our next lake. Black bear grinding is really tricky, and it's kind of frustrating because I can't use the traditional herd management to keep the black bears where I want them to be. They'll bounce around and it just gets so frustrating. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to check the other lakes to see where my bears have gone, even though I've desperately tried to keep them at certain places. But I'm just not seeing my bears where they're supposed to be. So it's super frustrating. I'm going to run up here and check for that legendary really quick. Then we're going to go check some other lakes because they're just moving to other places and I'm not sure where they've gone. So we'll go check some other places. But I want to look at that legendary. I want to see if he's down here still. Should be in the zone. Let's get a little bit closer. How odd. I wonder where my bear... Oh, there you are. No, you're a 6. Okay, okay. Okay, he's fleeing, so that tells me there's probably a mountain lion in the area. I am not completely sure why the black bears are so terrified of mountain lion. Oh, there go the elk. Yep, there's a mountain lion in the area. Okay, so let's go down and take a look at some of these other lakes. See if perhaps my black bear have moved. So what I'm looking for is if there are any high-level black bear down here, I'm going to shoot them and try to flip them with some low levels that I have at the lakes where I prefer to hunt. So a 2 and a 3 I want to keep at this lake. Those are fine. A 4 can stay here. A 3 can stay here. Those are great to have at this lake because I don't want them up at my upper lakes. So those are just fine to be down here. Okay, let's go up and check this lake up here. It's going to take us just a minute to get there. Okay, we're just about there. Oh, we've got some bison over here. Let's take a look at those guys. I do need to start taking some other animals just because I need to relieve pressure off the bears. Of course, they're protecting their 3. There we go. The nice thing about the bison is you can kind of run with them and pick them off one at a time. The bad thing about my shooting is I'm not especially good at that. So it's something I've been working on. Let's see, it looks like we've got one bison down. I'm really good at getting 1 or 2. I am not the best at running around and shooting several at a time. But you know what? We all have something to work on, I suppose. This is what always happens. I have an objective and then I get distracted. I get distracted by other animals. Okay, here's our level 3 Plains Bison. Stomach liver. That guy is behind a hill, so I'm not going to go for him. Oh, a turkey. I love hunting turkey. Those are some fun guys to hunt. I think one time my husband got one from over, how many meters?
360.
360 meters. I mean, that's far with a 22. That is pretty far. Hey, if you're just joining us, make sure you hit that sub button, hit that like button. We are just hunting in Silver Ridge Peaks today, seeing what we can find. I was looking for black bears. I'm working on my black bear grind, and I need to see what's going on with them because some of my bears up in my upper lakes are acting really strange, so I need to find those other ones. I got distracted by Plains bison because I'm easily distracted by bison. So we're just hanging out, inviting all who want to join us to join us. Okay, we're getting close here. There's that bison. Ooh, another one. Hello, Miss Bison. Oh, I got you in the stomach. Sorry there. Oh, you came, Zeus. One of the bad things about Silver Ridge Peaks right now is the bloodhounds aren't working, and they'll hang out at the tents or the cabins. But apparently Zeus finally came and... Oh, oops, I did the wrong thing. Zeus came with me. Nice little blood spot, non-vital organ. Come on, dude. Let's go. You're going to stay right there, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Have fun. I'll do it myself. Who needs a bloodhound when I can track blood myself? Here we go. At 25 to 50%. Got a pronghorn calling at us over there. Oh, hello. See, I told you, easily distracted by bison. I know, I saw it. I'm tracking this bison. I saw it. Ben's giving me hand signals that the bison was right there. Pelvis intestines on that guy or girl. Now we have another one up here. We're just following the entire herd. Non-vital organ. Looks like it went this way. Okay, tracking this one. You know would be fun, going up and working on some tar in Tearoa. I'm getting the side eye. I'm getting the side eye from my husband because the grind isn't ready yet. He doesn't want to show it yet. Those tar are so funny looking. They look all proud and proper. And then you go after a chamois. It's like the king of goats and then like the jester of goats. They're so funny looking, the chamois. We call them the farting goats because they sound like they're farting. Chamois. Tars. I want to know who came up with the name tar. I mean, I'm sure it sounds different in... What language is that? Like, what is the language they speak in Nepal? I don't know. Himalayan? Is that a language?
No, that's the mountain range.
I know that's the mountain range. But what do they speak there? Tibetan? Is that a language?
No.
There's a bison. Hello. Oh yeah. I think I shot it in the neck. Oh, in the head. You're right. Ooh, the brain. Very cool. Alright, now that I have this trail of bison, I was going to check lakes for bears. You know what? I actually want to check these 3 because I've had some bears be there in the past. So let's see if I have any bears there before we do anything else. What do we have there? Pronghorn. Nepali. Oh, I was close. They speak Nepali. That's cool. I'm going to look that up. I want to know what that sounds like. Because I'm sure it's not, right? It's tar? I don't know if that's what it sounds like. I don't know. And it obviously means something different to them than, like, tar in English is like a sticky substance you put on roads. Okay, checking for any black bear that might be here. Like, that 4 is fine. That's not a problem. You can stay. There's a bear right there. I can hear it running. Where is it? There you are. The girl. That's fine. Okay, that lake is fine. What is going on with my bears? Let's go check this one. Yeah, be quiet, pronghorn. How's that 4? It's a bear feed zone. Oh, this part of the map is so beautiful. Just want to put my tent right here and set up a campfire. Smell these pine trees. I hear you. Let's see who this is. A girl. Okay, that's fine. Uh-oh, there's a boy up here. Ha! You go for it. Bears are super fun on Silver Ridge. Oh, it's a 4. Use those upper lakes, and then you'll need to go through all the lower lakes and kind of shoot out the bigger ones. You want your bigger bears on the upper lakes, just because there are so many lakes the bears can be at. It can be frustrating. Like, you're going to want to use these lakes at the top, just because there are so many lakes they can be at. They could be at all of these lakes. And this lake down here, they can be along the coast. Okay, I'm mad at these bears. I'm going back here. I got my first great one, I think in November, October, December. I don't remember when. I'm just itching for my next one. It's been like 1,400 bears. So if you shoot, let's say you have a level 6 male bear and you go up and you shoot a level 3 from one of the other lakes, you're hoping that they'll switch. It's not a guarantee that they'll switch, but you're kind of hoping that they will. So you kind of have to keep doing that until they switch. It's just kind of a long process. Oh, finally, there you are. You were so late to your zone. No problem. I'm always happy to help. I can't shoot you yet. This guy has been here for a couple weeks now. So something I do is stack my legendaries. Oh, you're new. The idea of stacking legendaries is if you keep the 9s on the board, that it will spawn lower levels like 5s and 4s. And then when you shoot the 9, it'll help possibly spawn a great one because you have so many lower levels on the board that the game wants to balance it out. Yeah, it does. It's supposed to help for a great one. It's kind of confusing. It has worked for fallow deer and moose. I don't know if it necessarily works for black bear, just because bears are a predator and predators are different. We got another 6 over there. Stacking is really kind of a confusing thing.
There's lots of RNG involved.
My husband explains it a lot better. And he's back now from his break. He got some breakfast and stuff, so I'm going to hand it back over to him. Maybe he'll take you over to fallow and he'll explain grinds a little bit better. So here he is.
Okay, so let's switch up the map. Let's head over here to Tararoa and go check out, see how our fallow are doing today. Let the map load, sorry. And then go in here and switch the load out real quick. Because I don't really need the 375. So I'm gonna go with this. So right now we've got the bear grind set up. We've got the fallow grind set up, and I've got a moose grind set up on Medved. I'm currently working on getting a setup for tar here on Tararoa as well. I'm still in the process of finding some zones that I'm missing, so I'm not quite set up on that one. And then I've also got the whitetail on Revontuli that I'm working on as well. So basically the idea with stacking is when there's a certain amount of higher levels on the map, the game wants to balance it. So it'll start giving you lower respawns at your exterior zones or the lakes that you don't like to hunt at. And so having higher levels stacked in your lakes that you want to hunt from, it will drive down those levels at the other lakes. And then when you start shooting the higher levels at your primary zones, they'll keep respawning it in bigger numbers because your exterior zones are shot down. So let's go here and check out how the fallow are doing. See what kind of respawns we've got from the last time we hunted them. And of course, you'll still have to go check your exterior lakes and zones every few rounds just to make sure that you don't have anything that has bounced out to one of those other lakes. Because every once in a while, especially with animals that have solos like fallow or red deer, you could get a jumper that will go to an exterior lake. So that was a level 4 that I just took down. And really, at the end of the day, still, it is RNG whether a great one will spawn. But the more animals of that species that you shoot, the greater your percent is of one spawning. So if you're having, bad respawns or your luck just isn't going the way you want it, just keep shooting. Just keep going through it. And you know what? You never know what's going to be at the next lake or the next zone. with these fallow, I keep hoping that a super rare will spawn. So with the bears, if there's a level 4 at the upper lakes, you want to shoot that guy to get a higher respawn. If he's at one of the lower lakes or the exterior lakes, go ahead and leave that guy because that's a lower level. So you want him to stay down at one of those lakes. Gotta hop out of the tripod for a second. Oh, too risky. I'm not gonna try it. Didn't want to shoot that doe because the buck ran behind her. So let's go pick this guy up and move on. Nice little gold fallow. Run, piggies, run.
Every time.
These guys, every time I go to this tent, their need zone is right here, and they run away every time. Always in that same direction, that way. And of course, every time I see them, I always say, run, piggies, run. Check around, make sure there's nothing that spawned over there. Surprised she didn't run away with the others. There she goes. Nice little level 3. Okay, that's fine. Just gonna go see what's here in this zone. Here's our. Watch out. Go. Just keep hoping that the next great one's going to spawn soon. But you never know. I think this guy right here is a solo. This level 4. He keeps bouncing back between here and then over to one of the zones over here. But I'm not too concerned about him because he's staying kind of in this area, so I can still shoot him. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy. Maybe it's because I wasn't zeroed right. I'm not sure. Okay, I've got a couple of them down. Check these guys right here. They're all solos, so I'm just making sure that they're kind of the lower levels that we want. I also got a group of solos that hang out at the top of the lake here. They look like they're smaller as well. Threes. 4. Pop him. Get that guy. All right, let's go pick these deer up. Oh, what am I doing? I don't want to change the time. This is what I want to do, get on the four-wheeler. Cruise over here, pick up these deer, go pick up those other ones. And we'll go check the other couple of zones that I have. And then I'm thinking maybe we might head up into the mountains and shoot some tar. In this loadout, I've got my tents with me, so I might set up another tent on another ridge, because I kind of have an idea of where I want to set up the next tent. Because we are starting to see some more level 4s, so I think it might be time to really start focusing on them and see if we can get some 5s to spawn, and then we can start narrowing down what zones we want to focus on. Because there isn't as many zones here in Aotearoa for the tar like there are in Sunderpatten, but still need to kind of figure out where they're at, which zones we like, and that kind of thing.
Tar like fluffy Highland cows, only goats.
Holly just said that tar are like fluffy Highland cows, but they're goats. So yeah, I can see that. They are pretty floofy looking little guys. We'll check these last couple of zones for the fallow, and then we'll change the time and go see what we can.
Ooh, a 5.
Yeah.
What's his estimate?
238 to 271. So he may very well be a diamond, but I can't tell if that's the rack that trolls or if that's the one that makes diamond. Because I have been trolled by some of these guys. Nice shot. We got him down. Let's go see if this is a diamond. I have shot lots of diamond fallows, but it's still exciting anytime you get a diamond. Okay, here he is. And we've got a diamond. Diamond is 249.99 for fallow. So let's go ahead and tax that guy. I probably don't need to keep taxing diamond fallows because I've got so many, but I still do. I'm gonna have a whole lodge full of diamond fallows. Okay, this is gonna be. Well, I'll check this one. I know there's fallow here. A buck here. There's another zone that I've had a buck at before, but recently he seems to have left to a different zone. Got him before that doe crossed in front. Okay, here's level 3. Come back bigger next time, dude. Let's go check this zone real quick. And then we're going to switch the time up and see if we can find some So we've got it kind of set up that we shoot 5 different lakes. Each lake probably has 2 or 3 zones on it, and not every time they're going to have bears in them. So it really just depends on what it looks like each round. Okay, there wasn't a buck there, so let's.
Really, it just depends on the lakes that they like.
Yeah.
Because they might like different lakes than me.
Okay, so I changed the time to 8:49. The time slot that I've been going for the tar is the 7 to 11 feed time. But they feed throughout the day, so there's different times that you can choose. But I seem to like, I found that the 7 to 11 feed zone seems to work best for me. So let's hop up here into the mountains and see what we've got for tar. So most people set up on the 4 lakes at the top of the map. We do 5 because we include the bigger Lake Tufans. But most people, they set up on the top 4 as their main lakes, and then the rest of the lakes are considered exterior lakes. So those are the lakes that you want to shoot down to the lower levels. But we found that using the 5 lakes.
Just go to Silver Ridge and show them real quick.
So let me hop over to Silver Ridge real quick. Okay, so the 4 lakes that are used in the 4-lake method that most people use is this one right here, this one, and this one. We use this one as well because we like this lake. But for the most part, these 4 lakes here, if you set up on them and use them as your main lakes, you should have pretty good success. It does take some time to get the rest of the map shot down to where you want it. And bears do jump around quite a bit, so you'll just have to keep checking different lakes throughout your grind, just to make sure you don't have bigger respawns popping down to these lower lakes. So the bears. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Like you want to, once you start getting some higher bears up in these 4 lakes, leave them. So like 8s and 9s, leave them alone, and that will help you shoot down the rest of these lakes to lower levels. And once you start seeing respawns of level 4s and even level 5s, sometimes you can leave them alone. And then once that happens, then you can start shooting your higher levels at these lakes. And the idea is that once you do that, you'll get consistently better respawns up here. But they will still jump around, so you'll still have to check these lower lakes down here every few rounds just to make sure that you're not getting a jumper.
Alright, go back to
So let's go back over here to Teiaroa and look for some more tar. Little fluffy goats.
They're so cute.
You're welcome. I hope I answered your question. It can be
Overwhelming.
It can be a little overwhelming, and it takes a little bit to kind of get used to it and get into the routine of it. But once you kind of get the hang of it, it's not too bad. Got a farting goat running away from us.
The jesters.
The jesters of Teiaroa, as Holly likes to refer to them as. Where are you, Tar? They're hiding here. I might have to move my setup around a little bit. Oh, there they are. They were hiding. The 3, couple of 3s. Go pick this guy up. I think there's some tar that are over on this side, but they're just a little bit out of render view. Nope. There's our farting chamois. That's what they sound like when they do their mating call. Is they sound like they're farting. It's kind of funny. Look how floofy he is. Nice little 3. Okay, let's head down over here.
You know what a track is? Evidence you're not alone out there. Humbling, eh?
Yeah, I know. You tell me that all the time, lady. There's usually a group of chamois here. I have shot a few of them from this zone of the chamois. There's a couple leucistics hanging out. They were initial spawns from when their population got reset from the last update. So that was pretty neat to find. I've never really hunted the chamois before, but since they did the population reset, I've hunted them a little bit more. Before they got reset, I got a diamond, and then after the reset, I got another diamond. So that was pretty cool to find. 4, 3, 4, another 4. Still waiting to see if we can get a rare fur to spawn of these guys. We haven't got any rare furs for the tar yet. Okay, got a 4. Probably should set up a tripod here so that way I can shoot more of them without worrying about the hunting pressure. Because I like this zone because it's pretty wide open and it's not up in the steep mountains. And there's an outpost right there, so it's easy to get to as well. Nice little gold tar. Too bad. I'm thinking I might need to maybe rearrange some of either this tent or this tent, or put a new tent up over on this side so I can see down into this valley here, because I think there's a zone over here that I'm missing. Chamois. I think there's just some little girls here. Because I've noticed that the tar, they can be in herds of all females and all males. So that's kind of different. I'm trying to get used to how they work. And then there are some solos that I've noticed, because I never really hunted them much in Thunder Patent, because the areas they're just so steep and it's hard to see them, and I just never really took the time to figure them out there. See where this group is. I'm still trying to figure out the best placement for my tents and tripods. Chamois, what time is it? 9:48. So they should still be in their zones. They're probably there, I just can't see them. I don't know where they are. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust some things around. Where are you, Tar? See what this zone is. It's probably one I've already picked up. Hey, that's their eating zone from 4 to 7. Let's see if they're in this zone. I have over here had a couple of level 4s. A little girl. Where is the males? Oh, they were, looks like they were there. I just spooked them. All right, let's head here. My tar setup is not the best setup right now, because I'm still trying to figure out kind of where they're at. And I might even change the feed time that I'm hunting to see if maybe I can find better locations than where they are now. Take a look down here. There's usually some tar down here. Oh, the chamois are running away. Oh, there she goes. Their zone must be too close to this tent. I might have to adjust this tent again. Because I had the tent up here at the very top, and it kept spooking him, so I moved it down there, and now I'm spooking him again. There's some 4s, 3s, couple 3s, couple 4s. Let's see if I can get down to this tripod to shoot him so I don't build up too much hunting pressure. because I do like this zone right here because it's kind of wide open. I might even move the tripod up the hill a little bit, just so I don't have to try and sneak in too close to him. Not really giving me the greatest shot because they've all got their butts turned to me, except for this guy. They're pretty quick. I need to practice so I can take down multiple at a time. So right now we're about 80 tar into this grind. We're still in the phase of setting up. Because I don't know how many different feed zones there actually are. I haven't really found an answer for that. Because, you know, everyone's map is a little bit different. And I also have limited tents that I can use because I've got them set up for fallow. So I'm trying to do both at the same time here on the map. I'm just kind of, I think there's another tent that I can pull from the fallow that I don't use anymore. And possibly another one because there's an outpost close to one of my zones. So I think I have 2 or 3 more tents that I can set up for the tar as I figure out where some more zones are and kind of fine tune the placement that I have my tents at right now. Little 2. Might just leave that guy alone. Because I'm not sure if that's a solo zone or not. And if it's a solo zone and having a 2 there, that would be not too bad. Because I don't see any others with him up there. Go up here to this next tent. I really need to just maybe take a screenshot of the map and kind of mark down where the zones of all females are, so I don't keep going and checking them. Because I can't remember off the top of my head where they're at. Because I think this zone right here has become an all-female zone. Because I have shot some males out of here before, but lately I just keep finding little girls. So all I can see right now is just a couple of little trivials. Yeah, I think this one is a all-female zone now. Unless there's a male hiding down there somewhere, but I don't think there is. So maybe I don't need to check that zone anymore. I'm gonna run up to the top of this ridge and look down because there's a tar zone on the other side there. Just some chamois and some small tar running away. It's almost the end of this feed time for this spot. They're going to be moving on probably to their rest zone soon. Let's take a peek down here. Level 3. Some chamois. 4. There's got to be some others here as well. Where'd that 3 go? There he is. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy. Dropped him. Okay, so this zone has been pretty good, so I'm thinking I need to probably move this tent maybe over here, because this zone has been all females, so I don't really care if I spook it out when I fast travel in. Ow. Just ran into me. I'm thinking it was a chamois. All right, where did that tar go? There it is. Nice little level 3. Okay, since it's the end of the tar feed time, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna get this tent and I'm gonna move it a little bit, and then we'll reset the time and see if it's a better placement for it. If I can pick it up, there we go. I'm thinking I'm gonna move it over to this ridge there. We're just doing some tar hunting, kind of adjusting the setup, finding some more optimal places to put our tents to make our grind go a little bit easier here on Tearoa. Got some tar here, but this zone right here has always been a group of girls. So I'm okay if we set the tent up even close to this zone and spook them out every time, because if there's no males here, I'm okay with that. I think this spot right here might be a good place for the tent. Because it's 386 meters from that zone, 270 from that zone. I know I've had some melts down in this area. So let's go ahead and plop the tent down there. I'm going to change the time back to about 9 o'clock. Now I'm just going to exit the map real quick and go back in just to make everyone calm again, and we'll see if this tent placement is a little bit better. All right, let's hop back up here and see how this works out. Yeah, so you'll want to set a tent up and stand at your exterior zones, and then once that exterior zone is shot down, you can go ahead and pull that tent and move it onto another spot. Okay, so that one looks like it's all girls too. And then I didn't know I could do that. So maybe I'll have to try that, because that's a pretty good spot from where this tent is. So that might be a good option to see if I can swap some of the tar around. Because I'm still trying to figure out how these tar work exactly. Okay, I'll have to do that. I'll have to go watch that video. I don't think I've watched that one yet. Okay, yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll have to go check that out so I can get a better understanding of how tar work, because they're a little bit different than the other grinds that I do. And I never really hunted them in Sunderparton because I just didn't like where they were located. They were hard to find, at least for me. This tar, I don't think I hit him very good. I think I was a little bit low on my shot. Should be... There he is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick this guy up. I was a little further back than I thought. I got him in the stomach. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap the stream up. Thanks for those that have watched, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good day.